the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Bills and the Dolphins, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Then we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 24 carries, 83 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit. Now, Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time. Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that first down, and they're going to throw it out. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. The Bills at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Allen going to throw. And this one too low. Damian Harris, the intended target, but it'll be second down. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late season push when we have everyone back. It certainly feels that way, the number of injuries they've had already.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
Brings up second and 7 at the Dolphins' 10-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Julian Love. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Fournette once more on second down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll swing this out to Fournette. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down. 2 now on 1st down. They're unable to
connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. Well, they were very strong in it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There was one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. There he goes, left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 40 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run in the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. And now they'll throw with Allen. Completes it to Davis. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Allen off the play fake. This taken in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 20, here's 2nd and a yard. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, Gardner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. No score after 1. Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Allen. Now he's got it. And the Bills are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here we go now on first and goal. Harris. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Again, it's Harris. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Tua going to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get this up to about the 44. Second and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From midfield, here's Tua. And a completion to Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on third and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. That is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And Diggs has it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. A good pickup there at 22. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
And he's got it to about the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Allen now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Still shedding tackles. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's shift. Now Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now Allen again. Escapes the sack. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To the air, Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And it's still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then they can hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Wilson's got it complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. Tight end Dawson Knox ready to go again, as is the rest of this offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
A catch and a first down from Stephon Diggs, one of the league's most consistently excellent receivers. 3rd straight season with over 100 catches and a near-career best of 11 touchdowns as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And they get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all, because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Play action, now it's Tua. Able to find the open man, that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Tua now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tua to throw again. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 2nd down and 6 now. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. He's going to have the first down and then some. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Fournette. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold, his first rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks for the defense. They knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force, but on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills going to take over again on offense. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. This a quick pass to Davis. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get...
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Allen now looks to throw. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll push his way forward to about the 42.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up second and 4.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now Allen. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Allen's throw is complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
They run again with Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. 2nd down and 8.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the... And got his man complete! It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings us 2nd and 9 at the Bills' 37-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. Catch made right side by Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. Watch him drive for it would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. There's Sam Martin now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A tackle made by Dorian Williams. 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now Allen. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now we'll see a timeout used right out of the break.
break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Another run on second down. Try to cover up.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. Now Tagovailoa as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Up the gun, Fournette. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will add to their fourth-quarter lead.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Allen and the Bills now down by 9. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here's Allen. That's caught by Shakir.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now Allen.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
That's caught by Diggs.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. Here's a 2nd and 7. To throw is Allen.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
So they came in here facing a very tall task, going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team season.
So for the Dolphins, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.